Okay, just okay. Okay, should we do it? Okay. Hi, I'm Oak Richmond. Join me when I'll be appearing on a brand new show, all about football. It's on this Friday and it's hosted by Benjamin Chutney and it's called Soccer Chat. Football chat? I thought it was about soccer. You should call it Soccer Chat. What? What do you call football? Oh God, I love the British. Hi, and welcome to Football Chat. I'm your host, Benjamin Chutney. Let's kick things off this week with some news. Right, first of all, if anyone hasn't seen the Carling Cup results from this week, or as some Premiership clubs call it, the WFD Cup, here are the results first from Tuesday. And let's go through them. Brentford beating Everton there on penalties. Ipswich Town, beat Millwall away. That's the furthest they've got in this cup for 8 years, apparently. Swansea City gone through as well there. Stoke beat Fulham. Sunderland have gone out to West Ham despite a Jan goal. And Spurs lost out to Arsenal 4-1. 2 goals from Nasri there. And Wolves 2, Notts County, Wolves 4. Notts County 2 there at the bottom. And these are the results from Wednesday. Right, Wednesday's results, Villa 3, Blackburn 1. Chelsea have gone up to Newcastle 4-3 at home. Shirley Amiobi getting an injury time winner there for Newcastle. That is his second of the game. Liverpool, can't see that one. Scunthorpe 2, Man United 5. Mike Lyon's first start of the season. Scored 2 goals to set them on their way to a win there. And West Brom 2, Manchester City 1. Another big shock there. Wigan 2, Preston 1. So that's the Carling Cup results from this week. Next up, we've got, let's have a look at this picture here. Right, now that's Derby City's goalkeeper, Stephen Bywater. He's kicking up a bit of a storm. He's getting, the local council has had some complaints for his neighbours. This is an artistic sculpture that he's made himself out of a horse box. That's a blow-up doll and some graffiti there and a portaloo. He says he's called it a masterpiece and has no intentions of getting rid of that, but the neighbours do like it one bit. And finally on news this week, David Beckham has made a comeback. But let's hear more about this from our new MLS reporter. This is Oak Richmond. Oak.
Thanks, Benji. That's right. David Beckham came out last week against DC United as substitute. He played 37 minutes and made a solid display. The crowd certainly pleased to see him back. And let's have a look at David Beckham's team, or Becks, as we call him over here in the States. Let's see how LA Galaxy are doing at the moment. You see they're top of the West League, currently in a good position to make the playoffs. Now let me just explain, because I know you guys don't have playoffs over there. A playoff is the top 2 sides in the East and West Leagues go on in a kind of cup competition and that will leave us with the overall MLS champions. Now some other players you might be interested in. Let's have a look. Terry Henry, of course, used to play for Arsenal. He's made 9 appearances this year, scoring 2 goals. And his team, New York Red Bulls, let's have a look. In the East League are currently 2nd, so in a good position to make the playoffs there. Freddie Hischenberg, who plays for Chicago, they're currently 5th place in the East League. It's a long shot, but they could make the playoffs if they win all their games in hand. There, you see, they've played less than anyone above them, so they could. They have an outside bet. That's all the latest news from the MLS. Back to you, BC.
Yeah, how patronising. Thanks, Coach Richmond. He'll be back not very soon, I shouldn't imagine. Right, on to some results now. Right, these are last weekend's Premiership results. Chelsea 4, Blackpool 0. I got that in predictions, but we'll come on to that a bit later. Man United 3, Liverpool 2. Dimitar Berbatov has suddenly remembered how to play football. Good for him. Well done. Wigan 0, Man City 2. Villa 1, Bolton 1. Blackburn 1, Fulham 1. Everton still to get a win this year. They lost 1-0 to Newcastle. We're doing quite well. Stoke 1, West Ham 1. There's a lot of 1-1s, isn't there? Sunderland 1, Arsenal 1. Spurs 3, Wolves 1. And West Ham 3, Birmingham 1. West Brom 3, Birmingham 1. Good local derby victory there for West Brom. Now up next, Starman's Tenner. Last week he tipped us on a bet with Everton and Aston Villa. Neither of those came in, so he's £10 down. We'll keep a running tab of Starman's balance up in the corner of the screen, somewhere about somewhere up there. Yeah. And so let's see what he's got for us this week. Starman.
Yeah, Villa and Everton, you muppets. Right, this week, Spurs and Arsenal, double pace 7 to 5, £24 back on the £10 bets. Have some of that.
Okay, thanks for that, Starman. Better luck this week. Right, these are my predictions. This is how I got on last week. Now, admit the video was up late last week, so didn't really have a lot of time. If you want to play this week, write in your predictions for this weekend's Premiership results. If you missed by Saturday, you can always do next week's results and get them into me sometime during the week. Now, what we're going to be doing, we nicked this from Football Focus. If you correctly predict the score, you get 3 points. If you have the correct result, home win, away win, or draw, you get 1 point. So there's my score up there. I won because no one else played. If you think you can beat me, then have a go and get your predictions in. Right, next up, we're joined by a very special guest. This is I'm going to introduce you now to Kenneth Legion, who's a veteran football player. He played over 700 times for Arsenal from the 20s to the 50s. Kenneth, welcome to the show.
Hello, young man.
Now, Kenneth, how does modern football compare to your days on the pitch all those years ago?
Well, it was very different, of course. The young lads now get an awful lot of money. I played for the Arsenal for over 20 years, and we got half a penny and a rich tea if we were lucky.
No custard creams, they're the best ones.
Of course not, don't be silly. The stadiums now are magnificent, of course. We didn't have stadiums back when I was playing. All the land, you see, was being used to grow vegetables because of the rationing. In fact, I remember one year we played our home games on the River Thames. It was difficult to score a goal, but we did keep a lot of clean sheets.
And how did the war affect football in England?
Well, I didn't go to the war. I would have jumped in, but we did alright in the end, so I wasn't needed. A lot of my teammates left, though. I was left playing with the Arsenal with 20 women, none of whom were any good, of course. Women can't do sports, can they?
But they can actually. They actually have a women's football league now.
Do they really? Oh, whatever next.
Right, this conversation's getting a little bit sexist. We'll just leave it there. Thanks for joining us, Kenneth Legion.
When we're playing football.
Right, it's time for some games now. Right, let's go over last week's games. First of all, outside the box. Now remember I showed you some visual cryptic clues referring to a famous footballer, past or present. Let's have a look at those clues again, and this time the answers to the clues will be written at the bottom of the screen. Let's have a look.
Ooh, have a look at this Bobby Dazzler.
Robbie Earl. Robbie Earl. Get it? It's David Dickinson. He's the Earl. That's what they call him. Huh? The Duke? You sure? I thought it was the Earl. No? Okay. It doesn't really work then, that one, does it? Oh, forget that one. No one got that, surprisingly. The Duke. Right. Let's go on to the next one. Now remember this one. Guess who? I showed you this picture. Now no one wrote me the answer to this one, but I did speak to two people who gave me a correct answer. So congratulations to Doug and Nina. Well done. It was quite easy, that one. But you won't get a name check if you don't write in or tell me the answer. We're going to play that again now. Here's another one. It's a bit more difficult this week, so this will be a famous footballer who's playing now. Let's have a look at this. Right, if you think you know which famous footballer that is, write the answer to me. You can leave them in the comments below, or comment me or message me on Facebook. Good luck with that one. Right now, next up, we've got a new competition starting soon. It's called a minute challenge, and I'm looking for actual people to participate in this part of the show. So you'll come on, you'll be given 1 minute to get as many answers as you can to one question. For example, the question might be, name the top 10 Premiership appearances, and you'll have 1 minute to get as many as you can in 1 minute, and we'll keep a running tab, a running leaderboard of anyone who wants to play. If you do want to play, get in touch, leave me a comment or tell me in person if you want, and we'll try to get someone on each time, and we'll see how we're doing that one. Just a reminder about predictions. If you do want to play me predictions this weekend, you'll have to get your predictions to me by midday on Saturday. If you aren't watching this video until during the week, you can always play next week's, get predictions for next week's, and I'll include them in the table. Well done to Gavin, who sent me this weekend's predictions this morning. So we've got two of us playing this week. Well done, Gavin, and we'll see how we get on with that next week. That's about all we've got time for this week. It's a bit shorter because it did take me absolutely ages to edit and download last week, so hopefully by the time I've sorted this one, it'll be up Friday night, and I'll see you again soon on Football Chat. Goodbye.